the second round of $1,200 stimulus checks. Yeah, there's some more drama. And what we're going to do to help you navigate this tough time. This video is dedicated to anybody in the following categories: low income, Social Security recipients, whether it's retirement, disability, or survivors, SSI recipients, supplemental security income, and VA beneficiaries. Hey everyone, today is Saturday, August 15th. I'm Matt, and I'm back with...
Hi, it's Corey.
So let's get right into it. But hey, if you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So now that you're subscribed, let's get right into it. So the second round of $1,200 stimulus checks. The reason we want to talk about this again, because yesterday there was some more drama regarding these. Actually, Trump made a couple tweets out, and I believe you're going to read that, right?
Yes. So in his tweets, he addressed direct payments to families, which is the stimulus checks, which would amount to $3,400 for a family of 4, additional Paycheck Protection Program funds to small businesses affected by the shutdown, money for state and local governments so they can save jobs of firefighters, police officers, first responders, and teachers, funding for states to open schools safely, and payments for rental assistance.
Yeah. So I feel like that's cool. Now, let's just remember, when he talked about that $3,400, he's talking about a family of 4. What that calculates out to is $1,200 per adult plus $500 per dependent, which comes out to $3,400. So that's where he's coming up with that number. So don't get all jacked up like, oh man, we're getting $3,400. That's not what it is. It's the $1,200 just like the first time plus the $500 for dependents. So the reason we want to bring this up and talk about this is because, I mean, honestly, President Trump is getting a little bit irritated. I think he is feeling like the same way that all of us are. Like, Congress, WTF, what are you guys doing? You guys left on recess now, which, by the way, they have no plans on returning. The Senate or the House of Representatives, they're not returning until after Labor Day. Well, guess what? That's like, September 8th, I think, is the day after? I mean, that's nuts. That's 3 weeks from now. That's crazy. So, yeah, I feel like Trump is getting just as irritated as all of us with this whole situation going on right now. But the deal is, he wants to send out, like what Corey just read, his tweet from yesterday. He wants to send these payments out. He wants to. The problem is he doesn't have the authority to approve them. Like, he cannot make an executive order to send out stimulus checks. He can't do that. Congress has to be the ones to approve these stimulus checks. So that's unfortunate. His hands are tied a little bit when it comes to these stimulus checks. He'll sign it as soon as Congress approves it. However, they actually need Congress to go through and allocate these funds for spending. So you have any thoughts on that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, he said, I am ready to send out the checks. He wants to send out the checks. He thinks, let's get the money to the people.
Yeah.
But like we just said, we really can't. I mean, he can't do that. He could, what he did last weekend, he could do. And that is kind of what he was able to do, right?
Yeah. And now another thing that was in the tweet that Corey just read that I think is really important also is it was rental assistance, right? Is that what you said it was?
Yes.
Rental assistance. So I feel like that's really important too, because we continue to see down in the comments section, which is really sad and frustrating to see, that so many people are writing like, hey, I'm really struggling with my rent. What can we do? What can I do? What are my options? I'm fearing that I'm about to be evicted. What are my options? Can you help me out? So with President Trump saying like, hey, I want to pass this, I want to push this through, funding for stimulus checks and schools and police officers, firefighters, stuff like that. Not only that, but rental assistance. This is really important. So we definitely need Congress to come back. I feel like they should call these people back and be like, hey, forget your recess. You guys need to come back. You didn't even finish the job that you were supposed to do. So any real quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean,
again?
If you don't do your job, you shouldn't get a vacation.
Yeah.
You have to earn it.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. So we wanted to give you a quick update on that. Of course, these are just the tweets that President Trump was making yesterday. But here's what we want to get into now. I talked about this in my quick little intro there, but I've been talking about this in my last few videos, and I really want to reach out to all of you because the new name that I've adopted for myself, the Underdog Advocate. And the reason is, in my last couple of videos on Thursday and Friday's videos, if you haven't watched those, especially check out Thursday's video. I talk about some different programs. If you're struggling right now and you need some assistance, you can probably tap into some of these programs. But here's the deal. As the Underdog Advocate, I'm committed to helping you guys navigate this time. So, as of right now, with Congress out on recess. We can't expect them to be back for a few weeks now. Well, we know the speed that they move and the rate at which the government moves. It could be several more weeks or possibly even another month and a half before we see any kind of relief. So I'm reaching out to all of you to say, what can I do? What can Corey and I do to help you guys? Obviously, we don't have the authority to send out $1,200 stimulus checks. We can't do that. But let me know what you need help with, and I will do the research. I'll do the work and put it out there for you through these videos. So if I look through the comments after this video is up and see like, hey, 50 people wrote comments saying, hey, I'm struggling with my rent. I'm afraid I'm gonna be evicted. What can I do? Well, I'm gonna hammer the internet. I'm gonna do everything I can to find assistance programs in this country to help you guys out. Whatever it is, we don't know, but trust me, I'm gonna do the research to figure it out. If you say, hey, I'm having a hard time paying my utilities, I'm going to do as much research as I can beyond the program that I mentioned in my Thursday video to see what can I do to help you guys out. So like I said, I really want to do this. We can anticipate at least a few weeks with no resolution from Congress, okay? So that leaves us here alone, treading water by ourselves. So like I keep saying, this is my commitment to you. What can I do? Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what we can do to help you out through this time. Any other thoughts?
I think the biggest thing that we have done and that we want to continue to do is being honest about the information that we have.
That's true.
We are not going to tell you the stimulus checks are here if they're not. We're not going to clickbait that, even though, we wish we could. We wish we could say, Trump just tweeted he's sending out the checks. Well, guess what? That isn't accurate. So one of the things we'll continue to do is to be honest. And we want to know if there's programs you want information about. If your friend talked about a program that you heard that you don't know about, tell us what it is. We'll do some research. State by state, I know there's programs too, but if a bunch of you live in Florida and you heard something about a Florida program, we can talk about it. So just let us know. We want to help you, but it's kind of one of those things, we don't know what we don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. And so give us some information and we will do what we can, because we know that no one appears to be looking out for the underdog, and we want to be those people.
Yeah.
It's really, really important for us.
Yeah, what's really cool about that is I've actually received a lot of comments saying like, hey, thanks for looking out for us. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being an advocate, because guess what? Nobody else is doing it. So that's why we step in here and we thought, you know what, let's take over this and just help people out here, because that's what we want to do. That was the whole purpose of making these videos from the very start. So let us know what we can do. Just make some general blanket statements. If you don't know what programs are out there or what the options are, let us know what you're struggling with and we'll do the research. Hopefully we find something. Just remember too, there may not be a program for everything, but there are a lot of different programs out there, a lot of which we probably don't even know yet. But I promise you, we'll do the research. I'll spend the time, I'll do it. And if I need help, I'll reach out to Corey and say, hey, help me out. I'm struggling. I can't find anything. Can you do some research and help me out and see if you find anything?
The other thing that I was just thinking is that a lot of you are experts on different programs. You know something that worked for you. You've found something that is helpful. And if you know of a great program that we haven't mentioned, or something that you feel like, oh, they seem to not know about this, write it in the comments, because maybe you're a great resource for a lot of people and we just it hasn't been brought to our attention. So whether you want to know more about a program or you feel like you really know a lot about something, either way, let us know, because you guys are experts too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something else I wanted to mention.
I love that. That is so true.
You're experts on something that we aren't, for sure,
Yeah, that's so true. Another quick thought too is feel free. Share these videos with your friends, your families, your neighbors, anybody who you feel like could benefit from any of this. Feel free to share the videos. Tell them to come over. Tell them to leave comments down below. Let us know how we can help you. That continues to be our commitment. Like we were just saying, seriously, nobody's looking out for these groups of people in the low income, Social Security, SSI. Nobody looks out for these groups. I hate it. That's what we want to do. We want to look out for you guys and do whatever we can. So that's our commitment. We're doing it.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We can't wait to hear your input. We love reading the comments. Matt is diligently working on it all day long. Yeah, even last night, we're getting ready for bed and he's like, I gotta finish some more comments. And it's like, okay, keep plugging away.
Literally, we're laying in bed and I'm doing comments and Corey's like, I'm tired. Can I sleep? And I'm like, no, I gotta finish some comments.
Exactly. So we don't rest. We try really hard to be there for you.
Yeah. Have a great Saturday, everybody. We're here for you. Leave comments down below. Please let us know anything we can do to help you. We're here for you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. We'll see you later.